Hi, my name is Elisa and I'm a meteorologist on staff at Discovery Place Science. A little bit busy this weekend. I don't know if you heard, we've got a winter storm rolling through, but it's not just going to be a snowstorm, right? You might have heard a lot of forecasts about snow to the north and west, and then this icy mix around the Charlotte area. So as a meteorologist, I'm forecasting like 4 different types of precipitation. It can be very difficult. So I want to just kind of explain the science behind like what's happening. Why are we seeing so many different precipitation types? So now the problem is we know it's cold outside, right? But it's cold at the surface. It's cold kind of like around our heads where we live. But we have to remember that the atmosphere is 3D, right? When we get on a plane, you're going all the way up, right? So we have to think of the atmosphere as a column of air, 3D, okay? So what's happening is we're getting warm air to come in on top of the cold air. Now up by our clouds, it's cold, right? So all of the precipitation is coming out of the clouds as snow. So when the column is mostly freezing, it's gonna stay as snow. When it's mostly warm, it's gonna stay as rain. Here's the problem in between. When we get this warm air to kind of come in on top, it's melting, and then when you have that cold air at the surface, it refreezes on contact. That's freezing rain. When you have the warm air is kind of a little bit skinnier, it's not as big, it can still like melt, but then it has a bigger area of freezing temperatures to refreeze into ice pellets. It's like those little ice balls. That's sleet. So again, we have to think of this as 3D columns of air, all cold, all warm, and then a big area of warm air and a small area of warm air, and that's the difference between freezing rain and sleet. Now these lines are really fragile. I mean, we're talking 2 to 3 to 4 degrees difference can mean a totally different type of precipitation, from sleet to snow to freezing rain. It can just mean a totally different type, and that can also mess with some of the totals of a snow forecast or freezing rain forecast. So it can get difficult for a meteorologist because these temperature changes are very fragile, and it doesn't take much. Just a very small change in temperature or track of the storm means big changes in types and totals. Stay safe out there, everybody. Stay warm and stay safe as we hunker down through the winter storm.